Welcome back to Deer Valley Homestead. If you haven't been here before, my name's Andy, and this week we are going to finish the new 6-bay rabbitry. So far we've built the frame, we've built some slides to separate the different bays. I need to finish the flooring for each level. It is just some simple boards with a little ledge to sit on. Okay, so that is all of the supports for the floor in. So all the floorboards now just neatly drop in place, but I can take them out when I need to. If the rabbits start to lift them somehow, then I will just nail them down. I don't think it's going to be a problem. I've got them pretty tight fitting, and once they're wedged in, they're not too easy to get out. Then I need to sand it, and then I need to treat it. All of the wood will be treated with the Remmers 3-in-1 that we've used before. It's a bug protection, a UV protection, and a colour. Other part of it will be mesh, and this is one of the important parts. We use the mesh so that all the rabbit's waste falls through. So you need to plan to have mesh at the minimum where you're going to feed and water the rabbits, because that's the area that they are going to associate with their toilet. Rabbits are pretty trainable, and you can train them to use that one area. If you do that, it's going to save you a lot of work cleaning up. When you buy your mesh, you want to go for something like this. This is a 19mm mesh, or 3/4 inch mesh. This one is covered in plastic. If you buy the standard mesh, so the non-galvanized or the galvanized, you will find that the rabbit urine will eat its way through it pretty quickly. The stainless mesh, not so bad, but ideally you want some of this stuff. A lot of people will go for mesh across the whole floor of their rabbitry. It is one way to do it, however, the rabbits are not always so keen, especially the young kits, on standing on this stuff. It's just not as nice on their feet, so it's nice to do something different and give them a little bit of both. The other important thing is how you attach this. If you use the cheapest staples, they will come loose. You ideally want to go for a nice large staple, and if it's stainless steel, so much the better. Now with this welded wire mesh, there's one important thing to remember, and that is that on one side it's going to be raised, and on the other side it's going to be raised in the other direction. If you're doing something like this where you're going to slide something along the top, make sure you have that continuous line going in this direction. So on this one, okay, it's on that side, so this piece will go this way up. I always go for a staple across two bits of wire. It's just stronger. This is what I mean. I'm always across 2 wires with my staple. It just seems to hold it better. And that's it. 1 rabbit toilet installed. You may have noticed the rabbit toilets are one above the other. Don't worry, I'm not going to have them doing it onto each other. There's going to be a tray that slides in underneath here. It will catch all the waste before it can fall onto the rabbit below. I'm really not sure this is going to work, but we're going to try it. You've seen those videos, dumb ways to die? Okay, well that's getting a bit too easy. Well team, that is the last screw for now. That is all the doors on. Some of them I've done so that they open up. I'm going to make some kind of little system to hold the doors up. And some of them, that's just not practical, so they open to the side instead. We have Stiga here having a little test run. She is not a big fan of the mesh so far. She normally walks around the edge of it. We'll see. I think she just needs to get used to it. She's never experienced that before. I'm only going to move them in for a few hours and then we'll take them out again. They are out in the rabbit tractor at the moment. They are loving life out there. There is a great big cut trail of grass where they have been, and they are just loving life. Babies are coming too, don't worry. Come on. It's your new home, guys. Straight to the food area. No surprise for you. Don't eat that. It's me. Well team, that is all of our rabbits in the hutch for the first time. I think it is, 16 rabbits. You have Stiga's 7 babies, Johnny, who's the dad to all the babies here, Diablo, Devil at the end, and Oreo. Where are you, Oreo? Oreo's up here, and her 5 babies are in here as well. These guys are going to stay in here for about 2 hours, just so that I can see if this is working or not working, and then they will all go back to their previous homes for the night, so that I can make any changes that I need to. We won't be keeping all 16 in here permanently. Stiga's babies are going to go back to their rabbit tractor in a couple of hours. Stiga will go back to her rabbit tractor, and everyone else will go back to their other homes. What's going to happen slowly over the next couple of weeks is these rabbits will get moved in here, and we're just going to monitor them really closely, make sure everything's okay, they're not getting too hot, too cold. I'm sure they're not getting too cold, but it is starting to get towards summer, so there's a good chance that they get too hot. At the moment, the apple tree is just leafing out, and they're going to live under here for the duration of the summer, so that should give them shade all day long, which is what they really need. Over the next month or so, I'm going to start work on a couple more rabbit paddocks, so that each one of the rabbits can go out each day, have a little bit of fresh grass and a little bit of exercise. These hutches are much bigger than the standard hutches, but we still want to give our rabbits the best we can, and that means letting them out every day for a little bit of freedom. So far, Stiga and the babies especially are not sure about standing on the mesh. They just walk around the edge. So this is Stiga's babies. She originally had 9 in the litter, and 7 have made it to this stage, which is about 2 months old. They are already weaned, so they don't live with her anymore. And she gave us a really beautiful selection of colours. There are these 3 natural coloured. There's one that's a little bit darker over in the back, 1 black rabbit, 1 mixed between the natural and the white, and 1 black and white. At the moment he seems pretty keen to meet these young ladies. Oh, and a good scratch. And of course, don't forget, the most important part of this system and why I designed the whole thing like this, is that if I want to at any point, I can slide out these frames and I can put one in with mesh or with plywood, so I can make the runs bigger, smaller. Of course, the babies could probably still fit through the gap, and that's why I have these ones, which are just blank, so that they can run and do what they need to. Come on. I'm gonna squish ya. Alright guys, what do you think? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Me? I love it. That is it for another week here at Deer Valley Homestead. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe and comment below for regular updates and to help us out. I wish you all an awesome week.